Paz Marquez Benitez. She was a Filipina beauty queen, short story writer, educator, and editor. She was born in March 3, 1894 in Manila, Philippines. She has known for her writing the first modern Philippines short story Pin English, The Dead Star in 1925, which portrays the slow decay of Philippines heritage through allegories American imperialism. She also compiled the first anthropology stories in English language, the Filipino Love Stories, in 1928, featuring works for her students. Paz Marquez Benitez was a prominent figure in Philippines literature and education. As an educator, she taught English and short story writing at the University of Philippines for 35 years. She also recognized as a mentor to many writers who later became famous. Her contribution to the development of the Philippines literature and her impact as an educator and editor have inspired generation of younger generation. She was married to Francisco Benitez, with whom had 4 children. Paz Marquez Benitez used the pen name Quijano de Manila for her writings. Apart from Dead Stars, her other published work is A Night in the Hills in 1925.
Dead Stars by Paz Marquez Benetiz. Dead Stars is a 1925 short story written by Paz Marquez Benetiz. The plot centers around the complicated circumstances that every man has to go through life. Alfredo felt divided between doing the right thing and his heart's desire. This narrative's protagonist, Alfredo Salazar, is engaged to Esperanza. They've been together for 4 years and were planned to wed in May. The narrative tells how their relationship is initially filled with love and joy. Nevertheless, as with very long-term relationships, the passion in their relationship diminishes over the time. Esperanza was a lovely, graceful woman who was not typical. Esperanza adores and has complete confidence in Alfredo. After 4 years of engagement, Alfredo has self-doubt and considers discovering his true desires. Don Juan, Alfredo's father, requested Alfredo to do some neighboring, and via this Alfredo met Julia Salas, the sister-in-law of one of their neighbors. She was simply a tourist in town and had only been there for 6 weeks. They enjoyed each other's company, and Alfredo made it a weekly routine to visit Julia every Sunday Mass. Julia is an average-looking woman who is not very attractive, yet Alfredo is captivated by her. As their new friendship grew, Alfredo discovered new happiness and began to develop romantic feelings for her. One day, his family invited Julia's family to their beachside coconut farm. This is an opportunity for them to spend some quality time together, but it is also the time to part ways. Julia intends to leave the city and return home. The news that Julia is leaving town complicates Alfredo's decision-making to the point that he considers choosing Julia over Esperanza. But what others will see matters to him the most. So, he with Esperanza following Julia's departure. He was not unhappy and recognizes that everything has returned to its proper position. After 8 years of marriage, Alfredo is still unable to separate Julia from his memories and the what-if issue. When Alfredo travels for business to the village where Julia grew up, he encounters Julia. Never forgetting the sentiments he had for her, he has come to embrace his marriage to Esperanza over time. Alfredo discovers that he no longer has feelings for Julia. He is satisfied with his life, and the love he thought he felt for Julia all those years was like the light of dead stars long extinguished, yet seemingly still in their appointed places in the heavens.